Hello, Dustin.
What's up, Hooper?
It's just another day, man.
Another day, another dollar.
Another day doing the do.
Another day, another dollar spent. More like it.
Speaking of doing the do, so lately I've had breakthroughs with the cat. Cat's been snuggling me in the bed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he actually, like I went into my bedroom just to decompress. I wasn't even like trying to get him to do whatever. So I'm laying on my side and he's like looking over the bed and like I just pretend I don't see him. So he comes up, he goes right in and he basically goes right up against my stomach, like the little spoon.
Yep.
And so I just start doing that whole thing. So do that for however long. So then he gets up, walks over to the litter box to poop.
Mm-hmm.
He has like mud butt. It's like, like, wow.
Oh.
It's just like bubbly and like straight fucking water. And he does that. I'm like, oh, and of course, because they cover it up, it's like, you can't really give it a look. Like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
There's no second half. It's just, yeah,
right.
Like it was a nice, comforting, like very tender moment. And he was like, hold on, I have to go shart.
Yeah. He can't let you have a moment. He's like, look, I'm going to give you this moment. Cool. This is for me.
Yeah.
Now let me manipulate your feelings about what just happened.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, you look like you enjoyed that. Let's take that down a peg or two.
Yeah, we need to take it down a notch.
Yeah.
It's getting awfully chummy in here.
I'm not comfortable with how friendly this was. Okay. Well, something fun happened today. So I finally got this ring back. This.
Oh, okay.
Ring of Barahir from Lord of the Rings, the Aragorn's ring. I bought this when I was like 17 or something from the Noble Collection. And so I lent it to a friend. According to him, apparently 12 years ago.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's been that long.
Okay.
And like I was watching the movies with my big kids lately and I was like, hey, do you still have? And he's like, yeah. So I went and like picked it up today. And he was talking about how like his kids are all like, oh, it's going away. And now I'm understanding that those kids like grew up with this ring. So it's like,
oh, wow.
To them, it doesn't have another owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It belongs to us.
Yeah, it's a little bit like it's a little bit like the actual like chair of Gondor, you know. It's like I'm coming to the steward. Like, okay, I'd like this back. He was just the steward. That's the steward of the ring.
That's right.
So now I have it back.
The king has returned
to complete the ensemble. So now, like because I'm older, I can't like it used to fit on the actual like ring fit, like the index finger that it's. Yep. And it doesn't now, and it's a little tight on this middle finger. But that dude's hands are so fucking big, he can only put it on his pinky. That's how big his hands are.
Yeah.
Like a giant.
Wow. Andre the Giant.
This ring, unlike the One Ring, doesn't change size with its owner.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, this is the Accountants episode.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So Dustin watched not only The Accountant, but The Accountant 2.
I did.
And we talked about those films and Bill Barbecue. And hopefully you enjoy it.
Yes.
Yay.
Please do.
Please enjoy The Accountants.
The Accountant Squared? What did they do?
Oh, you're right. They did do The Accountant Squared.
The Accountant Squared.
Stupid marketing. Get it because it's math. Ooh.
I've said this in the actual episode. I remember 2's already a number. 2's already math. Have you ever heard that writing phrase, a hat on a hat?
Yeah.
That's exactly what the Accountant Squared is. It's a hat on a hat.
Yeah. It's like my favorite. It's like one of my favorite idioms of storytelling.
Yes, it's a hat on a hat.
So it's just, that sounds like something like an old man in the 1800s would say, well, that looks like a hat on a hat to me.
That's like a hat on a hat there, Jim. I don't know, Clive. I think it's pretty succinct myself.
Stacking hats.
Stacking hats. I'm going to put a third hat on. See how you like it.
Tell me about the accountant.
You're different. Sooner or later, different scares people. You think if you don't fight back, then maybe they'll like you. Stop picking on you, calling you a freak. Victim or not, make a decision.
Your son is a remarkable young man. It wouldn't surprise me if he has more in common with Einstein, Mozart, and Picasso than he does with us. He has highly advanced cognitive skills. The obsessive personality.
Can our son lead a normal life?
Define normal. Maybe he's capable of much more than we know.
Say you're the head of the Sinaloa cartel. Who can you trust to track your stolen cash? He's capable of coming in cold, uncooking years of books, and getting out alive. Imagine the secrets this guy has.
Who are you?
Can our son lead a normal life?
Define normal.
Yeah, so The Accountant was recommended to me a lot back in 2016 when it was released. I did not see it. Then The Accountant 2 came out, and some people rewatched The Accountant and then also gave me the same recommendation. Mm-hmm. Like, did you ever see that? And I was like, yes. Wait, no. And they were like, well, you should. And I'm like, okay. And then I saw The Accountant 2 and I was like, oh, John Bernthal's in this. Yeah. I like John Bernthal. I guess I'll see The Accountant. And then I realized, oh, John Bernthal's in this.
Right.
Oh, okay, cool. And so The Accountant, yes, was released in 2016, stars Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, and John Bernthal. And also some other people, right? Like Jeffrey Tambor, John Lithgow, and Cynthia Addai Robinson. So there's some folks here that you would definitely recognize and have enjoyed in other things. It's a fine cast. The film is centered on Ben Affleck's character, and Ben Affleck is the aforementioned accountant. He works as a CPA, a public accountant, but he also has this side hustle where he works for cartels and gangsters and whatever else. He is on the autism spectrum, and so he's a genius when it comes to mathematics. But not so much in his personal life. We see in The Accountant a ton of flashbacks to his childhood and the way that his father, who never quite understood him, pushed him to learn a ton of things. He's like, he knew life was going to be tough for him. So he's like, I'm going to toughen you up. So it's like, I'm going to teach you how to fight and how to shoot and how to, take care of yourself. And so he is an accountant, but he's also a bit of a enforcer, an assassin in a way. Mm-hmm. And then you have the other characters, Anna Kendrick, who plays another accountant who works for I guess it's like a cybernetics or like prosthetic. It's never fully clear to me, whatever, who knows. But they make prosthetics for people, I guess. And they're, like robotic, whatever. And
Cyberdyne.
It's Cyberdyne. And they create these things and they have some interesting things happening on their books. So they hire the accountant to, cook the books, figure it out, what's going on, or uncook the books. And so, yeah, Anna Kendrick's just like a bystander. Like she works for the company that hires him. And so she's in awe of his skills and all of that. But she's like a civilian. J.K. Simmons is the head of the U.S. Treasury Department, and he's hot on the trail of, who the accountant is, who this mysterious accountant figure is. And John Bernthal plays a sort of assassin character, like this, gun for hire type character. Is essentially the antagonist of the film. And yeah, man, it's an interesting like mystery. But the strength of this is in its premise that you have this autistic character who, does all the things that he does. Ultimately, I think the movie is just kind of fine. Like it's not as good as people, maybe it was overhyped to me, like in its recommendations to me, but it's fine. I never felt like Ben Affleck really did much to actually seem like he was on the spectrum, like aside from a couple of moments. And I think it was I don't know if it was him or if it was the writing, but it could definitely just come across like, he's a straight-laced accountant, not necessarily like an autistic
person. Yeah.
And so, they give him a few like tics or whatever, but he just never really seems actually autistic to me. So like the premise is great, but in execution, it never really feels the way I think they wanted it to feel. And, I don't know, like everything is fine, right? Like J.K. Simmons is always good. And his role here is good, but like nothing's great. It's just good. And that's fine. Like, I think the writing is kind of what holds it back. The convoluted story is kind of what holds it back. The flashbacks, which I think are kind of pointless overall. They don't really tell you anything that just showing him in action wouldn't. And just, like, I guess they're trying to show, not tell, but they do both. So it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It is streaming. You can watch this on Amazon if you so choose, but it's not great. It's just good.
Yeah.
Directed by Gavin O'Connor, written by Bill Barbecue.
I think it's Dubuque.
Oh, okay. Well, I read that wrong.
Barbecue?
I was like, barbecue? I'm hungry. I'm very hungry right now. Bill Barbecue
Come
wrote
on
this.
down to Bill Barbecue's Barbecue Bills.
Going down to Bill Barbecue.
You give me the bills, I give you the barbecue.
Did I literally just say barbecue? Okay, anyway, whatever.
I think you might have.
I just said Bill Barbecue. Okay, whatever. Whatever, who knows? Anyway, the point is, it's fine. Everything's fine. Then I decided to put on The Accountant 2.
What's the difference between dressy casual and business casual?
Both mean leave your cargo shorts and flip-flops at home.
I don't own cargo shorts. You don't own flip-flops. Anything else?
Don't wear your black suit. It makes you look like a mortician.
Lord, my path has gone astray. I'm just trying to find my way. Now that you have gone away,
why'd you ask if he was having money problems?
I'm just trying to find my way.
Does that make you nervous?
You're an escaped convict, trained by mob accountants. Your clients are drug cartels, money launderers.
Is that a yes?
Ray King has been murdered. Do you like puzzles, Mr. Wolf?
I need your help to finish the job you started. What are you doing?
Waiting for you to finish.
So you can
do what I need to do.
You were never meant to see.
What do you want?
Hello, it's me, your brother.
You can't tell from the tone of my voice that I know it's you.
Can you be in Los Angeles, California in 24 hours?
Goodbye.
Braxton?
All those things inside of me.
Is your brother up to speed on the case?
A Fed, huh?
Need to know who Ray King was meeting with.
Let me do the talking. He's hit more than I thought.
I work for a government agency. I don't torture people.
You didn't.
Why would Ray meet with someone who killed all these people?
No, she didn't kill all those people.
How do you know that? No.
You often confess to capital murder?
I actually didn't say anything. This is it, huh? Living on a lunchbox.
It's quite comfortable.
I spent years looking for you. Do you not miss me because of me, or is it your condition?
I'm just me.
We go over the plan again?
Plan? You get these ideas in your head. Good for you. Let's get ourselves killed.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So the Accountant 2, or I guess the Accountant Squared as it's stylized.
Oh, I'm seeing
because
that
of math, which doesn't actually make sense, but fine.
Right.
Hey, just put a 2. 2 is a number already. You don't have to numberize a number. How do we make this number look more like math? It's a number. I don't know.
If they make a third one, it'll be the Accountant Barbecued.
the Accountant Barbecued. Barbecue. Also, this is also written by Bill Barbecue and directed by Gavin O'Connor. Oh man. Never gonna live that down. So yeah, The Accountant 2, this was released this year. It was in theaters. It seems to have kind of come and went, and now it's on Amazon Prime. So stars some of the same people: Ben Affleck, John Bernthal, Cynthia Dye Robinson, J.K. Simmons, and some other folks. Okay, great. The plot here is a little more straightforward. Ben Affleck's character, Christian Wolf, is sort of, which, by the way, Christian Wolf kind of sounds like a student film. Like, I'm writing this really great character. His name is Christian Wolf.
I'm thinking more of like, oh, have you heard of Jesus Christ?
You're thinking of Ask for the Wolfman.
I'm thinking no, I'm thinking of like a.
No, I'm thinking of Donna.
I'm thinking like if a wolf went like door to door with the Watchtower.
Christian Wolf.
Christian Wolf. Hello, I am a Christian Wolf. I'm not going to tell you my name, but I am a Christian Wolf.
What I'm about to tell you is going to blow your house down.
And I'd like to talk to you about the Good Shepherd.
The Good Shepherd, yes. Okay. Yeah, but so Christian Wolf here is sort of recruited by the Treasury Department to solve this mystery, and it resolves. It's again overly convoluted. But it eventually gets to the heart of trafficking, like human trafficking and that sort of thing. And so to me, this film almost paints Christian Wolf as more of a hero than the first one does. Like, I was also very concerned with that first movie. Like, what am I supposed to feel about Christian Wolf? Like, Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Like, they're trying to kind of tell me both. Like, I guess he's an anti-hero, but I don't know how to feel about him. Like, when J.K. Simmons is like, I'm going to catch you, I'm like, I kind of want him to, but then I'm also like, but so I don't really know how to feel about him. And in this movie, it feels like Bill Barbecue definitely made sure to give Christian Wolf a more heroic journey in this, so that by the end, like, saving children, no one can be like, well, he's a real bad dude. Everyone's like, oh, he's saving kids. Like, cool. And so it feels a little more noble in that way. And I think it's a little more clear what I'm supposed to feel about. About Christian Wolf, which I don't know, maybe that's a strength. Maybe that's a weakness. I'm sure that people who really love gray areas in their films are going to respond to the first one a little more.
Sure.
I don't respond to either approach. Different, like I wouldn't prefer innately one approach over the other as long as it's executed well. Mm-hmm. I think this approach is executed better, so I did enjoy this more. But I don't think that the other approach is bad. I just don't think it was executed well. So regardless, Christian Wolf in this one teams up with John Bernthal's character. And they, try to save some kids, and like that's the thing. It's way more overly convoluted than that. But yeah, one thing that this film does that's notable is lean into comedy. The first movie's very dour. Right. This film is a lot more comedic, and part of that is like you got John Bernthal, and he's actually really funny, and you can use him for that. And especially his chemistry with Ben Affleck is great. And the two of them playing off one another is fantastic. Like this is the heart of the film. As this buddy cop kind of duo, like not cop, but buddy duo, it really elevates the film in a way that the first film was not elevated because they were at odds. Yeah. And they really didn't have a lot of screen time together. This film puts them in so much of the movie together that it's really enjoyable. Something that the film does that's also better than the first film is it ups the autism in the film. Okay. And so Ben Affleck
pushes him a little further down that spectrum.
Yeah, really. Ben Affleck, this is a completely different performance.
Oh,
I watched them kind of back to back, right? This performance is completely different.
Like X-Men 1 and 2, Halle Berry different.
Sure, like that's a fair analogy, but okay. It is the difference between like watching just like this overly serious dude, and then suddenly he's given like this is a bad example, but like Drax is overly literal, but in a comedic way.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of that flavor.
Yeah.
And so again, we're leaning into comedy here where there is comedy, but we're allowing him to be a little more fish out of water in social situations.
Social cues and yeah.
And so yes, that lends to comedy, but it's also like he doesn't do that in the first film.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice, but not to this degree. And like this film starts with him at like a speed dating thing. And so it's like all these women who are lined up to meet with him. And initially I'm like, oh, I guess they're saying like Ben Affleck's really hot or whatever.
Hot, yeah.
But evidently he's like gamed the system because he's a mathematician. He's found out how to like game the questionnaire so that everyone matches with him. And so like it's a comedic thing that like the first film didn't have. And so from the get-go, you understand this is different.
Yeah.
I like it better.
Yeah.
Maybe is it more like more stereotypical? Maybe, but it's also it feels more true to autism.
Yeah.
To me. So
it's more humanizing to autism, other than him just being like a weird guy who's quiet and frustrated and good with numbers. Yeah. This is like, no, he's like a funny person. Like there's personality there, you know?
A human.
He's a human.
And here's a good example.
Wants to get some girls.
Yeah, well, that's the example. The example is like so throughout the film, he kind of realizes like, I don't have anybody.
Yeah.
You know, like other people are married and I've never been married. I don't have anyone. And so he goes to this bar with John Bernthal, and they're like, let's go get drunk. So they go to the bar and this girl comes up to him at the bar and starts like flirting with him, and he completely ruins it.
Yeah.
And John Bernthal's like, dude, like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know. My brain doesn't work that way. I don't know what she was doing. I couldn't pick whatever. And so John Bernthal's like, all right, whatever, man. Like, and like tosses it aside. But Ben Affleck, like Christian has now realized like, oh, well, I guess I'll go do something. And so the line dancing starts at this honky tonk. And so he goes up to like line dance with her. And so he's like trying to learn the steps, but like he's, overly analytical about it and a little awkward about it. But by the end, he's like actually pretty good at it and whatever.
Because it's
and
numbers. It's math.
Pretty much. And that allows him to feel way more human than anything that happened in the first film. And they tried to do some sort of weird romantic-y thing between him and Anna Kendrick, but it didn't work. There was no reason for it to work. So yeah, I don't understand why they shifted the way that they did, but I'm glad they did. And so for those reasons, The Accountant 2 is better than The Accountant. And I would recommend The Accountant 2. I don't know that I'd recommend The Accountant unless you're just super bored. But I guess if you have to see The Accountant 2, you kind of have to see The Accountant 1. So maybe see them both. It's fine. Like the first one's fine. This one's more than fine. I think I gave it 3.5. Like it's still not great. There's still some things that that holds it back, right? The character played by Cynthia Dye Robinson, her name is Mary Beth Medina. Medina is like this young, unproven agent in the first film. And in the second film, she's promoted. She's been promoted in the time between. And so she's a little more like prominent in this film. In the second, her stuff still feels a little bit like, an early FX drama. It doesn't quite feel like a feature film. It's still television-ish. And like, that's no fault to her. It's like the way that it's written. It's the formula of the cop who, I don't like your methods and, whatever. It just feels a little bit too on the nose and a little bit too television-y, but not like good television, but like
not subtle television,
but like okay television.
Yeah.
And so there's that, but then all the stuff with Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal feels super elevated and great and like cool. And so it's a mixed bag for sure. And again, there's some things like Cynthia Dye Robinson's character that drags the film back down. And the fact that the plot is so overly convoluted. Like this is a plot, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes long. It's a plot that really, I'm talking about The Accountant 2 here, 2 hours, 12 minutes. It definitely could have been cut down to an hour 45 and you would have been okay. And it wouldn't have been nearly as convoluted and weird. And, you could have just streamlined it. So that holds the film back, but yeah, bottom line, the first film, I don't know that I would recommend it. The second film I would, but it is a direct sequel. So you kind of have to watch the first one anyway. Is it a good use of your time to sit down and watch both of them? I don't know. I mean, I get it's not going to cost you anything if you have Amazon Prime already.
Yeah.
And if you have some time to kill, it's a fine way to spend your time. Like, I guess it averages out to be just okay, just fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, sure. If you want to, go for it. If you don't, I don't think you're missing anything too important.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, are they going to do The Accountant 3? Maybe.
They're talking about it. It says here.
So if they do, and the film continues its upward trajectory of being better than its predecessor, then sure, by that point, yeah, I'll have to recommend all of them. But for now, I'm just going to say like, it's a very, very light recommendation. If you have no interest in it, then don't worry about it. If you do have interest in it, then fine. So that's where it lies. But yeah, The Accountant 2 is definitely better than the first one and a step in the right direction for what could be a franchise.
Yeah.
But doesn't really have any reason to be, but sure, fine. Why not?
Well, it's hard to picture like, hey, like this weekend, let's binge The Accountant movies.
Yeah.
Just a weird sentence.
It is.
Like, let's watch the Jurassic Park movies this weekend. Like, or,
right.
But like,
okay, sure.
But it's just weird. Like, oh, let's watch The Accountant 1 and 2. That's how we're going to spend our weekend. It's just kind of weird,
It is. And both of them have this quality. Again, I talked about them being that feeling a little bit in parts like a television show, but like they do have that feeling of like, what was it? Like maybe 2010, you'd get like these, action thrillers. This is like pre John Wick and pre, all of the, intense choreo that would come from that. like 2010 was filled, it feels like, with just action movies that didn't do anything or go anywhere or mean anything.
Yeah.
It was just a vehicle for a particular actor. And that's exactly what this feels like. You could have skipped those and you probably could skip this and be okay. But, you know, it's not a waste of your time. It's just not necessarily a good use of it either. So yeah,
it's not groundbreaking or anything.
It's not groundbreaking. It's just something to put on, and that's fine. Yeah. Sometimes we all need something to just put on that's inoffensive. This is inoffensive. But yeah, I'll tell you, you got to wade through that first film to get to the better part. And, you know, your mileage will vary on whether or not you think it's worth spending 4.5 hours of your time watching the accountant movies.
I'm not comfortable with how friendly this was.